Hey everyone, welcome to Yoga with Maria. I'm Maria and today we're practicing extended side angle pose or Utthita Parsvakonasana in Sanskrit. We're going to put this pose into a movement practice so it's a bit of a flow as we break down the fundamentals of this posture. One block will be helpful for this practice or a thick book. Grab your things, get into something comfy, make sure you're subscribed to this channel, and let's get started. All right, yogis, come to sit down on your mat and we'll find Sukhasana. So the right shin will cross in front of the left. Hands come to the knees. Feel the hips grounding down into the mat. You should have a couple blocks or thick books for this practice. So if you need to take one and put it under the seat, definitely go for it. And then just think about the crown of the head reaching away from the floor of the pelvis. We're going to do a little bit of warm up before we get to our extended side angle pose as we always do. So I'm going to turn to the side here. You might too extend the legs long and find Dandasana. Hands come by the hips. And then you'll just breathe in to hug the right knee into the chest. And then let the knee open to the side like you're going to go to Janu Shirshasana. And then breathe in, lift the knee back up and extend the leg long. Other side. Left knee comes in. Breathe in. Breathe out, open the knee to the side. You might notice that I'm kind of swaying side to side. This is just to open up the hips a little bit. So breathe in, lift the knee back into the chest. Feel free to do the same. Exhale, extend the leg long. Again, breathe in, right knee lifts towards the chest. Open the knee to the side. Bring the knee back to the chest. And then exhale, extend the leg long. Left side, breathe in, hug the left knee in. Breathe out, open the knee to the side. Inhale, bring the knee back to center. Kind of a nice rhythm. Exhale, extend the leg long. Good. And then we'll bring both knees in, cross over the ankles, roll over the feet, hands come to the mat. And we're just going to move right into a downward facing dog. You can go ahead and pedal out the feet a little bit. Shake the head no. And yes. Yeah, good. Breathe in, just roll to a plank pose. Look forward. Breathe out, hips lift up and back. Really press into the thumb and the forefinger here. And then breathe in, roll to plank. Look forward. Breathe out, downward facing dog. One more time. Inhale to plank pose. Exhale, downward facing dog. From here, left leg lifts up and back. Breathe out, step the foot forward between the hands and drop your back knee down. Look forward for a moment here. Most of us will probably feel a little bit of an opening in the front of the right leg. And then from here, left hand comes inside the left foot. And then you'll lift your right arm up any amount. Maybe it comes to the side, maybe it reaches all the way up. Wherever you are, press your left knee into your shoulder. Shoulder presses back into the knee. The gaze might follow, but try to keep the neck soft. And then hand comes down. Frame the front foot, left hand comes back, and then you'll tuck your right toes, lift the right knee, and step to plank pose. From here, drop your right knee back down, come to the inner edge of your left foot, press into the right hand and lift your left arm up, supported side plank, and then reach the arm up and over the ear, pinky finger spins down. Try to resist the urge to splay the front ribs open, so soften the front or bottom ribs in, front and bottom ribs. The gaze might come and peek up and under the armpit. And then you'll come back to plank pose and find downward facing dog. So nice. And then lift the right leg up and back any amount. Breathe out, step the foot forward between the hands. Use the right hand if you need a little assistance, and then tap your left knee down. And then just stay here for a moment. Reach the chest forward, look forward. Breathe, and then take your right hand inside the right foot. You don't have to move the right foot too much here. And then open up to the left. Maybe the arm just comes halfway. Or you can reach the arm up. The gaze can come up. Take your attention to your right knee and press the right knee into your right shoulder and press the shoulder back into the knee. A little, just like you're sealing an envelope. And then hand comes down. Right hand comes outside the right foot. Step the right foot back for plank pose. And then you'll drop the left knee down, spin to the inner edge of your right foot. Right arm reaches up. And then you can take the arm up and over the ear, pinky finger spins down, big opening in the right side of the body. Supported side plank. Good, and then hand comes to the mat, tuck both toes, plank pose, look forward, and downward facing dog on the exhale. So nice. Lift the heels, bend the knees, and walk the feet forward to the front of the mat. Good. At the top, take a half lift, and then take the hands to the waist. Use the thumbs to heavy the tailbone to lift yourself all the way up to stand. So nice. And then from here, take a big step back with your left foot, and then make it so that all 10 toes face the left side of your mat. We'll tee the arms, and then from here, your left toes are going to turn in about 15 degrees, and the right toes are going to turn out 90 degrees. Bend into your right knee for warrior two. So try to find heel to heel alignment. Bend into your right knee, engage your belly, and breathe. Make sure your front knee is tracking over your front toes. We want the turn in of the back toes so that there's a little bit of softness in this left hip. And there's a slight internal rotation, but then you want to press the outer edge of the back foot down. So nice. And then straighten out your right leg, turn the right toes in, parallel the feet once again. And then we're just going to take it to the other side. So turn your right toes in 15 degrees, left toes turn 90. Bend into the left knee. Yeah, the knee can bend until the thigh bone is parallel to the floor. And then the gaze comes over the left fingertips. Low belly pulls in. Try to stack the shoulders over the hips. Some of us might need to act like someone's pulling on our right hand to pull us back. A lot of us, when we bend into the front knee, we want to go like this. So try to stack shoulders over hips as much as you can. Good, and then straighten out your left leg. Turn the left toes in. And then we're going to come back to warrior two on the other side. So back toes turn in 15 degrees, front toes turn out 90 degrees, bend into the front knee. And then from here, we're going to find a reverse triangle, straighten right leg, right arm reaches up, look up. Exhale, we're going to come into our first extended side angle pose. So take your block and place it inside your left foot. As you come back down, right hand comes to the block, or it can come to the floor inside your right foot. And then the left arm just reaches straight up to the ceiling. So once again, press your knee into your arm presses into the knee. You want to make sure that the knee's tracking right over the toes, just like your warrior two. Good, and then these back toes are turned in. There's a little bit of a softness in the front of the hip, but then press the outer edge of that back foot down. Good. The gaze can also go up here. One long line of energy from the right hand to the left. The arms are almost exactly like they are in warrior two. We're just bent over. Good. And then press down into the outer edge of your back foot to lift yourself up. Parallel the feet. Just take the arms up for a moment. We call this flying warrior. Good. And then tee the arms once again. We'll move this block out of the way, and then turn your right toes in, or your back toes in 15 degrees. Front toes turn out 90 degrees. Let's tee the arms. Let's breathe in and straight. Well, let's find warrior two first. So bend into your left knee, and then breathe in, straighten your left leg. Left arm reaches up, look up. Reverse triangle. And then come back through warrior two, and then left hand comes to the mat or a block inside the left foot. Good, and then you'll once again find the contact between the front knee and the front shoulder, but also make sure that that front knee is tracking over the front toes. Yeah, one long line of energy from left hand to the right, and then keep pressing the outer edge of your back foot down. So good. And then press more into the back foot to pull yourself up. Turn the toes parallel, arms reach up, look up. And then take the hands to the waist. And we'll step forward to the front of the mat. So that variation is called side angle B. We're going to check out side angle A in a moment. So breathe, reach the arms up and overhead. And then have the right hand catch your left wrist, wiggle the sides of the waist long, and then reach over to the right. Come back through center, switch the grip, left hand catches right wrist, wiggle the waist long, and then reach over to the left. Come back through center, and then take the hands to the mat. Look forward, half lift, and then plant the hands and step back to downward facing dog. Good. From here, lift your right leg up. Breathe out, step the foot forward between the hands. Spin your back heel down like you're coming to warrior two. See the heel to heel alignment. And then breathe in, cartwheel the hands all the way up to warrior two. Exhale. Just check out your feet. Make sure that you've got a nice solid base here in your warrior two. And then breathe in, we'll find reverse triangle again. Straighten right leg, right arm reaches up. Breathe out, rebend your right knee like warrior two. Right hand comes down to the mat or a block outside of the right foot this time. So press the hand down. And then your left arm's gonna kind of slice in front of the face and reach up and over the ear. Pinky finger spins down. Gaze peeks up and underneath the left armpit. So the legs are almost the same as side angle B, or they are the same as side angle B. We're just reaching the hand outside the foot compared to inside the foot. So for either of these, for side angle A or B, a nice variation can also be taking the forearm to the top of the thigh. If you decide to take this variation, if the other two, bringing the hand to a block or the floor, is too much for you just yet, you'll just make sure when you do this, you're not sinking into the shoulder. Press down into your right forearm so you have space across the collarbones. So nice. And then whichever variation you're in, left hand circles down in front of the face, hands come to the mat, spin your left heel up, and just find downward facing dog. We're going to take the other side. Breathe in, left leg lifts. Breathe out, step the foot forward between the hands and spin your back heel down. Find heel to heel alignment, or you can take it a little wider if that feels better for you. You can kind of test it out and play with it here. And then lift yourself all the way up. Warrior two. Breathe out, just stay here. Find a nice space. And then breathe in, straighten left leg, left arm reaches up. Breathe out, rebend into the left knee like warrior two, and the hand comes outside the foot to the floor or a block. And then right hand is going to slice in front of the face and then reach up and over the ear. Gaze can come up and underneath the armpit. Pinky finger spins down. Keep pressing that outer edge of the back foot down. Soften your front ribs. Try to find length, especially in the underside, the left side of the body on this one. Again, forearm can come to the top of the thigh. Just make sure you're pressing down into the forearm. And you still have that nice long line of energy from the right hand all the way back to the right foot. Good, and then circle the right hand down in front of the face. Spin your right heel up and step to downward facing dog. So nice. Bring the knees to the mat and just come to sit on the heels. Take the hands to the lap. Notice how the body feels. Notice a shift in energy, a shift in your breath, a shift in how your body feels, or even your mood. These are the things to observe about our yoga practice. How does it make us feel before and after? How does it change the state of our body, the state of our mind? So take a few moments with this, and then you can gather the hands together in front of the sternum bone or in front of the chest. Put a little tuck in the chin. Thank you so much for joining me today. Namaste, yogis. If you'd like to continue learning about the foundational standing postures of yoga, check out my video right here on YouTube for triangle pose Utthita Trikonasana. You could just click on the box right here to get to it, and I'll see you there.